Hello, gentle squids. I am Andrew.
And I'm Harold.
And welcome to CALAMARI News, where we discuss what is happening in the world, so you're aware.
So anyway, what's going on in the world today, Andrew?
Well, we have an announcement. The Squid Beak Splatoon has begun to allow men to fight in a great turf war.
Really?
That's right, Harold. Male squids are finally allowed into the Squid Beak Splatoon. So, General Senso, what is your motivation for allowing men into the Squid Beak Splatoon?
I used to believe men were way too weak and fragile and needed to be protected from the Octarian Empire. But then I met a man who single-handedly fought off a squad of those 80s, and I realized that men can be just as capable as us women.
Craig Kettlefish, how does it feel to be one of the first male soldiers?
It feels surreal. I've always dreamt of joining the Squid Beak Splatoon, but, I'm a man. This feels like a dream come true, to be honest.
Miss Onagna, why do you think men shouldn't be in the army?
Well, men are biologically weaker and more fragile than women, and that one guy was an exception, so I'm still not sure we should put men in the Squid Beak Splatoon.
So, Harold, what is your opinion on men being allowed in the Squid Beak Splatoon?
Well, I'm a man, so I think it's great we can finally have a chance to fight for the Squid Beak Splatoon.
I agree. Anyway, enough of war. How about we go to another topic? Something more historical?
I know. Some archaeologists found a few artifacts underground from the ancient ones.
Well then, you tell us about it.
So, Mr. Fuzuki, what are some of the things you found?
We've found some pretty interesting ancient artifacts.
Such as?
First, we found this.
What is it?
We're not entirely sure, but it might be some kind of ritual object. Maybe something from a religion, or maybe these creatures were more advanced than we originally thought.
That's very interesting. Any more artifacts you'd like to bring up before we move on to the next topic?
We also found a few other human artifacts, like a plushie of an unknown creature, a clock, and a toy of a head inside a toilet.
Anyway, goodbye for now, Mr. Hazuki.
Goodbye.
Wow, no wonder the humans went extinct.
Indeed.
Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. We've gotten a few questions from our viewers, and I guess it's time for... Well, it's that time again, where you give me mail and ask me questions. First question is from Darian, who's 5 years old. Andrew, when do I get old enough to fight in a great turf war? Well, Darian, if you wish to join the Squid Beak Splatoon, you'll have to be at least 14 years old. Next question is from a 9-year-old boy named Sebastian. Dear Andrew, what is your favorite weapon? Well, Sebastian, my favorite weapon is probably the bamboozler. I am very basic. The last question is from a 9-year-old boy named Bubba. That's quite a unique name for sure. Not bad though. Anyway, dear Andrew, everyone keeps calling me Broccoli Man. How do I get them to stop? Well, Bubba, say that. And that's all questions for today. Thanks for the mail. Now back to the news.
Wow, that sure was quite a few questions.
Harold, there were 3 questions.
Oh. Anyway, let's get back to the news.
Splattsville is under attack by the evil Octarian Empire.
Oh, goodness. That's terrible.
Indeed. But don't fret. The Squid Beak Splatoon are there to keep our turf back. And we have some interviews recorded from an officer of the Squid Beak Splatoon.
Really? Can we see it, Andrew?
Of course. Captain Mental, why are the Octolings attacking Splitsville specifically?
We believe it's because Splitsville has a lot of weapons and other valuable things for the war.
Like what?
Materials, food, you know.
Hey, Mantle, what's going on?
Get back to work, Private. We've got the truck to...
Ooh, are you two doing an interview?
Yeah, we are, Craig. Would you like to say something?
Hey, I'm the one getting interviewed.
Don't worry, you squids at home. We got everything under control.
Craig, you know we're losing the war, right?
Wow, That's not very helpful.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all the news for today. Unfortunate we had to end on such a somber topic.
Goodbye
For now, gentle squids.